The reason why it's so hard for you to get into fitness after dealing with a narcissist is because the image you have of yourself at the moment or had, you know what I'm saying? Um, you don't really value, you didn't really see the value because you were confused on the value. Narcissist confused you, see what I'm saying? Made you feel less than, made you feel like you deserve to feel less than, no matter what output of energy, no matter what output of empathy, kindness, whatever the case may have. So, with that perspective of yourself after dealing with them, when you get into fitness, like, you have to value yourself. You have to value your time. You have to value your effort. You know what I'm saying? You got to value you the way that you should have in the relationship when you were there, when you were dealing with them, or whatever the case may have you. Like, and I'm saying this not to be mean, it's just the reality of it is, like, you got to value yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to love yourself the way that they would never was going to, and also the way that you need to in order for anybody else to love you, is just an addition to how you love yourself. You see what I'm saying? And how you love them and vice versa. But without that understanding and that perspective, you know what I'm saying, you're going to always continue to be confused, not feel like you want to, you know what I'm saying, not having the energy, the desire to do so. I want to tell you that it's possible to flip that perspective of yourself. It's possible to have a different mindset of how you view yourself when it comes to getting into fitness after dealing with that level of abuse. You know what I'm saying? And your mental health is so damaged on so many levels. You know what I'm saying? You don't even trust yourself. And that's what I was saying, like, a lot of my videos, I talk about, like, you got to regain the trust of yourself. Talk positive to yourself. Be nice to yourself. You know, whatever the narcissist may have thought, or whatever you may have did to confirm the validation of what they said about you, all that doesn't matter. What matters is how you feel about yourself. It's gonna really be hard for you to get into it at first, but once you start to understand the day by day of going, of starting, of just showing up, even if you don't feel like it, of eating the right meals, once you start doing it, the day by day habits, this stuff builds upon your confidence. You start to feel a level of awareness that at first you never felt. You never thought that you can value yourself the way that you thought the narcissist may need you to confirm your own, validate your emotions. I got you, trust me, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Relying on the validation of a narcissist is like insanity. But we all did it. So it's just what it is. You know, we all did it. Got it, bro. I got it, sis. We all been through it. But you got now you gotta validate yourself. And you start to gain that level of awareness once you start to go and be consistent with it. I promise you, when you're working on your body, you're directly working on your mind. You know what I'm saying? You're giving your mind habits, goals, and standards to achieve and see yourself gaining and obtaining for yourself, because you didn't have this vision when you was with them. You didn't have it was hard to eat. And if you did have this level of like habits when you were being healthy, in the case may have you while you're with them, I got you. But a lot of times when you get with these people, a lot of that stuff falls to the wayside, and it's even harder to regain, you know, the confidence and awareness, because they make you feel like you deserve to feel less than anyway. They make you feel like that afterward. That's why it takes so long to get over it. But I'm telling you, when I went through it and I got in the gym, and I'm saying this because I know sometimes it can be looked down upon by saying, like, you should be joining the gym to get over your breakup. Listen to me, and I'm gonna say it just like this, and I'm gonna lean in. You better use that gym. You better use that gym to get over that. Like, I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? That stuff, it helps, because your mind builds upon what the negativity used to be like. You start to build a positive version of image of yourself as you continue to go. Like, you better go to this gym. Straight up. Like, you better make this a thing for yourself, because you have a victory. You didn't sit in this, you didn't soak in this. But most of the people that want to get into fitness after stuff like this, who want to drop pounds because they gained weight while dealing with somebody, like, there's so many stories that I get from people, like people that I've coached um, for their body transformations and stuff like that. Like, there's so many stories where they've gained this amount of weight with somebody because they wasn't focused. And it's not to be mean. I'm just saying, like, they wasn't focused on that their health. You know what I'm saying? They was too focused on dealing with the narcissist, confused all over the place, can't stay focused. And wherever y'all go, y'all gotta go eat nonsense. You don't have to go eat nonsense all the time, 24/7. But they make you feel like that because that's how they get their entertainment out of you. Trust and believe me, and hear me well. You know, I got it. How they can make you feel as if so, like, how can I stay focused? How can I stay on my healthy habits? You know what I'm saying? How can I stay to a level, to a degree of this needs to be a routine? But they mess that routine up, and it messes up your head, and it can really throw you off of ever wanting to do it again and or starting. So in order to repair this image of yourself, in order to repair this, first of all, and I'm just gonna say it just like this, y'all. And I don't look. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Most of these kind of people don't have these kind of habits anyway. They don't know how to display these habits, healthy habits, fitness habits. You know what I'm saying? They don't. Most narcissists, it's not about that not about that gym action, not about this health action. I know it's probably like, bro, why are you saying that? But I'm just trying to say it just so you can understand the separation between you and them. You know what I'm saying? They'll use your deficiencies against you. You know what I'm saying? And or your ambitions against you as well. I say that one specifically because that's what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I had aspirations to get in the gym and, you know, compete and stuff like that and do a whole fitness business thing like how I'm doing now. But it's like, it was laughed upon because it was like, there's no, and we use that against me, you know, make me feel some kind of way. And I was like, dang, you know, no faith type stuff. But I'm just letting you know, like, that's how they use that against you. That's how they try to press upon you that how could you be so, how dare you be so ambitious of yourself to be fit? Because most of them don't do it. That's like a truth bomb that I don't really hear too often in videos, but that's just I be peeping it, you know. I'm like, dang, most of y'all just like to, if a narcissist decides to, you know, tell themselves or make it seem like to you on so many ways and so many occasions that they have a better appearance than you, then when you start to get in shape and you start to look the way that they don't look, that's intimidation to them. That's why they downplay the whole gym concept or the whole concept of you want to lose weight and stuff like that. If you've ever caught any narcissist ever saying like, why you want to go to the gym all of a sudden? Why you want to eat? Who you looking good? All this other nonsense. That's because they get nervous that now you can get options that they thought you couldn't, because they want to be able to keep that for themselves. I know that's a crazy way to look at it and a crazy like manipulative mindset, but that's the reality of it all. And I'm only saying this just so you can get the understanding of why it is that it is so hard for you to start this journey, to start this fitness journey, because of all these things, their emotions, what they're going on in their mind. You know what I'm saying? So when you separate yourself and you go no contact like you should, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you separate yourself and go no contact like you should, and you start to implement these routines, these daily habits and goals is going to progress your body in the way that you want to see yourself. You know what I'm saying? You naturally build upon the image that you love, that not only for yourself to see, but to also feel. You validate yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're respecting yourself as you as you should by doing this. And you'll connect with yourself in a way that you won't need to try to find those like internal connections with other people. But I'm saying I'm saying have external connections, genuine external connections with people, but the ones that you were trying to, and I say you because of me at the time, like the ones at the time, you were trying to get that through the narcissist because of how they make you codependent. Like, and I'm a firm believer in something else too, man. I was talking to one of my homies the other day about this. Like, a lot of us aren't codependent as much as they try to deem us. And this is another thing that goes into the mindset of trying to get out of that loop and go in the gym. They'll make you codependent based off the system they get you caught up in to make you feel like you gotta be codependent in order to keep the relationship. You feel what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense on what I'm saying. But as they do that, as they make you and a lot of times you're not a codependent. You just were doing that to keep the relationship. They were controlling you. You see what I'm saying? And you get stuck in that system. When y'all separate and you still caught up in that system here, now you can't lean on them for the direction. You got to lean on you for the direction. You got to get back to you. You got to start trusting you again. And again, I understand how hard that is, but you have to trust yourself. The importance of the image of yourself and how you see yourself is what I'm saying about how you build upon yourself. You're building yourself every single time you go into the gym, every single meal you eat right, every single time you tell people, no, I'm not about to drink or whatever the case may have you, whatever the case it is, to stay focused. You reach an elevation of yourself, like on a spiritual level, that on a higher conscious level, because you become aware of how much you should have valued yourself. You know what I'm saying? You become aware of that. Straight up, man. Like, when I started to work out and hit heavy weights and all that, like, and now I'm in there too, ruminating in the gym. This is at the beginning of my journey. I'm in there ruminating too, thinking about this stuff. Like, over time, like, that stuff disappears. And I mean that. That's why I emphasize it so heavy about getting into the gym for your recovery journey. It disappears because you can't think about it as you work on yourself. And as you work on yourself, that mental callousness starts to think about, why are you worried about stuff that you can't control? And also, it's over with. It's over with. That's why I said it's so key to get into the gym when you recover. It's so key to exercise. It's so key. It helps on it 10x's this recovery. The confidence you're looking for, a lot of that stuff lies in the gym. A lot of that stuff lies in challenging yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that you seek ways to improve or be better, or how do I get over this? A lot of that stuff lies in exercise, bro. Sis, I'm just keep it a stack with you. You know, because I know a lot of times, again, people don't use fitness as a coping mechanism. No, man, listen to me. Like, hear me well. It's not coping if you're actually getting ROI from it. That's actually helping you internally and externally. You know what I'm saying? When you look good, you feel good. I'm just gonna tell you that too, straight up. I just want to keep it a stack with you, with the motion of, this is what it is to fix your mindset. This is what it takes. You know what I'm saying? You can only think so much with so much mental changing of all that. I understand that, but you got to get your body. You got to get your physical too. You got to get your physical right. I'm just keeping it for real. Like, when you work on your body, you'll work on your mind, and this will be so. This will be so much easier to deal with, because you'll start to understand so many single things. Because each of us may have all been through the same similar situation, but we all been through just a slight different with certain understandings. You feel what I'm saying? But you're not going to get those connections without connecting your body to your mental and understanding, oh, okay, got you. This was never that deep. This person was never about their life to begin with. It was pressing upon you their own bad habits. They want you to fail at it because they fail at it for them. Or they just want to be able to look better than you, to be able to make you feel some kind of way as the options that they attract, that you shouldn't be doing this either. all kind of just crazy stuff on how to just be like just manipulative and how they think and how they press this upon you. That's why it's so hard to connect to exercise once you get done with the trauma bond. You got to bond to the physical trauma of this and connect from the mental trauma of that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You got to bond with the physical trauma of this and disconnect from the mental trauma of dealing with them. Yes, this is physical trauma. You know what I'm saying? DOMS, all that. Like I'll get into other videos about like more fitness stuff and stuff like that. But delayed onset muscle soreness. But it's again, to have the skill set and to be motivated. Like again, you gotta want to be motivated to see this change in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta start. And once you just know I gotta go do this and I gotta do this for myself to build myself, this is one of the keys to self-mastery after the narcissist. And that's another video I'm gonna go into too, man. Like mastering yourself after the narcissist, because you're so discombobulated dealing with him. You're all over your equilibrium is completely off. This gym joint, this exercise joint, it aligns you back to you. It aligns you, it focuses on you. I got it, you know what I'm saying? Have faith, you know, and whatever you practice when it comes to religion, whatever the case may have, I got it, you know what I'm saying? The understanding, the manifestation, I got it. You need to use your body. Using your body is gonna 10x recovering your mind. Period. I'm gonna stand on that. Because this is the only body that you have. So why not live as well as you can in it by disconnecting from whatever was negative, dealing with them, and reconnecting with what's positive with yourself that has been disconnected from self while dealing with them. Why not? It's this right here. Your body is key. You know what I'm saying? But you got to actually use it. The mental, I got it. Your body's going to make this happen faster. You get in there, you're going to realize, like, dang, I didn't think I loved myself the way that I thought. And I know that's probably crazy to say, but I'm just going to keep it real with you, man, because you're the only person that can take care of your body. And you're the only person living with whatever the situation may have you at the end of the day. So if I have to live in this body and this internal problem is internally, but the only way to help me get rid of it is by working on my external, use my body. And when I say external, I'm just saying I'm not looking for the aesthetics physically. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, because that's going to happen. That's the byproduct of all this. But I'm just saying like, if I know that, then I might as well go do that versus sitting here thinking every single day on, let me write this journal down. Like, you can only do some of that stuff so much to where you need to really use your body to break away from this. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. Like you got to, because it's gonna put you in a state of awareness and confidence and self-mastery that you won't be able to even be able to see dealing with a narcissist. You won't. You sure won't. You'll always stay disconnected with self dealing with that. So your mindset, the takeaway is this: start. Just show up. Show up and be as consistent as you can weekly. And once you start to see mental results, the physical just adds on. You start to really see some results as you stay consistent, and you just build yourself over time and keep going and keep going and keep going, and understand like that love for yourself will increase. That self-worth, that image of self will be fixed straight up. You know what I'm saying? Every rep you use is a rep to build. Here, disconnecting from any nonsense, drama, whatever the case may have you, in order for this to be a sustainable and a permanent lifestyle for you, because it worked. And I promise you, when you go and you start, this is going to work. It is going to work. I got one of the subscribers to the channel who supports the community. We were just talking about it in the comments on another video. Like it works when you put the gym and the recovery process of the mental together. That wombo combo, that 1-2 punch. This ain't gonna do, but it's gonna be easy if you no contact. All this nonsense is gonna fall off your shoulders. I promise you. Just start. Just go. If you need help with your fitness journey, I do have my coaching services. The link is in the bio and also in my description. But I hope this message finds you well. I'm Fonzie Murph. I'm out. Peace.